Okay, so get ready because we're diving into some fitness hacks today.
Sounds fun.
You guys sent in a bunch of articles about turning chores into workouts.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've got advice from all kinds of people like fitness gurus,
Uh-huh.
personal trainers, and even a pole vault champion chiming in on this.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's pretty cool.
So our mission is to figure out
Yeah,
how to squeeze a little workout into our to-do list.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be excited to clean those windows afterwards.
No, that would be a win.
Right.
For sure.
Several of the articles that we got mentioned how everyday chores,
Yeah.
like vacuuming, mopping, or even carrying groceries, can get your heart rate going.
It's true. Like you're kind of sneaking in those mini cardio sessions throughout the day.
Yeah.
And, there's research that shows that even those short bursts of activity can really help your heart.
Yeah.
Especially for people who, can't always find time for a full workout.
Exactly. And I was reading this one article, and this woman's fitness tracker was giving her, kudos for hitting her zone minutes, just carrying cases of seltzer water.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you remind our listeners what zone minutes are?
Yeah, so zone minutes are basically how some fitness trackers measure
Okay.
the time you spend in a specific heart rate zone while you're exercising.
Okay.
So they often use that to track the intensity and duration of your workouts.
Gotcha.
So in her case, carrying those heavy seltzer waters got her heart rate up enough to count toward her fitness goals for the day.
Makes you think twice about taking those grocery bags one at a time, huh?
Right. And it's not just about cardio either.
Yeah.
A lot of these articles talk about how different chores work,
Yeah.
different muscle groups, almost like targeted exercises.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, and one that caught my eye was vacuum lunges.
Oh, yeah. The vacuum lunges are a great example of how we can modify a simple task to work our quads, our glutes, and our hamstrings.
Right.
So instead of just kind of shuffling back and forth, you step into a lunge with each push of the vacuum.
Simple, but effective.
Exactly.
Yeah, but most of us don't even realize how many squats we do a day.
Yeah.
Picking up toys, loading the dishwasher, even folding laundry.
It all adds up.
It really does.
And if you want to take it even a step further, think about when you're bringing in those grocery bags.
Okay.
Think farmer's carry.
Oh, you mean like I'm training for a strongman competition?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're holding those bags with good posture, chest up, shoulders, back, spine straight. You're engaging your core and your arms, and you're getting a mini workout right there in the parking lot.
It's like a hidden strength training session.
It is.
I like it.
Yeah.
But speaking of strength training, some of the articles suggested adding things like ankle weights
Uh-huh.
to your
Yeah.
routine.
Yeah. Adding light weights to your wrists while you're dusting or doing other chores can definitely up the intensity and build some arm strength.
Yeah.
But before we all go strapping on weights, what are some things we should keep in mind for safety?
Well, for starters, using proper form is crucial, just like with any exercise.
Yeah.
We don't want to get injured.
Of course.
And several experts really stress the importance of bending your knees when you're lifting heavy things.
Yeah.
Engaging your core while you're squatting and keeping your back straight during all these movements.
All good points. We also want to be mindful of our surroundings. Yeah. It's easy to get so focused on the exercise part that we forget about potential hazards like cords,
Right.
slippery floors, or even furniture in the way.
It's about being present and aware,
Exactly.
not just going through the motions.
Now, while these individual exercises are helpful, do you think there's a way to create more of a holistic chore workout plan?
That's a great question, and something I know a lot of listeners are probably thinking about too.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible,
Okay.
but there are some things to consider before jumping into that.
Okay.
We'll explore that more in a bit.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. But first, let's delve into some of the more unique ideas from these articles.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Okay, so we've covered some of the basics,
Mm-hmm.
but some of these articles get pretty creative with their chore workout suggestions.
Oh, yeah. They definitely encourage thinking outside the box.
Every-
I was outside the gym in this case.
Exactly. One article suggested taking rugs outside for some good old-fashioned rug beating
Oh, yeah.
instead of just vacuuming.
I like that one.
Right.
That's like a full body workout,
Mhm.
unless you get some fresh air.
Yeah, and it definitely works more muscles than just pushing a vacuum back and forth.
And sunshine,
Yeah. Plus, sometimes it just feels good to whack something.
for sure.
Right.
Speaking of stress relief, what about all that laundry?
Ugh. Laundry.
The never-ending chore.
I know.
But think about all the opportunities for movement.
Okay.
Carrying those laundry baskets, especially up and down stairs, can be a workout in itself. And one tip I saw was to hold your arms at a 90-degree angle while carrying the basket
Okay.
to engage your biceps even more.
I usually just let it hang down by my side,
Right.
but I can see how that would make a difference.
Yeah, and then when you're folding clothes instead of bending over, try incorporating some squats. It's a great way to work those leg muscles.
Multitasking at its finest.
Exactly.
Those squats would definitely counteract all that sitting we do all day long.
For sure. Now, what about the bathroom? Any tips for turning that cleaning routine into a workout?
Ooh, the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one article I read suggested using the toilet,
Okay.
with the seat down, of course, to perform Bulgarian split squats.
Bulgarian split squats. That sounds a little intimidating.
They might sound complicated, but they're a great exercise for working your legs and glutes.
Okay.
So imagine placing one foot on the toilet seat
Uh-huh.
and the other far enough in front so you can lunge down comfortably
Okay.
and then push back up through your front heel.
So it's like a lunge, but with an elevated back foot.
Exactly. And it adds an extra challenge to that traditional lunge.
Okay. I'm intrigued. I might have to give that a try.
Yeah.
But what about people who maybe aren't quite ready for Bulgarian split squats in the bathroom?
Right.
Are there any, simpler options?
Oh, absolutely.
To get some movement while they're cleaning?
Something as simple as doing calf raises while you're standing at the sink washing dishes can be beneficial.
Oh, okay.
Or try standing on one leg while you brush your teeth.
Okay.
It's a great way to improve balance and engage those stabilizing muscles.
It's all about finding those little ways to incorporate movement throughout the day.
Right. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Even just taking the stairs instead of the elevator or parking farther away from the store can add up over time.
It's about creating those little habits
Exactly.
that support a more active lifestyle.
Now, even with all these great ideas, can we really consider these chore workouts a substitute for a structured exercise routine?
That's a really important question.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are probably wondering that.
Uh-huh.
So while chore workouts are a fantastic way to increase your daily activity level, it's important to understand their limitations.
For sure.
They might not be enough to achieve specific fitness goals.
Right.
Or provide the same level of intensity as a dedicated workout.
It's more about supplementing our fitness routine than replacing it entirely.
Right.
Think of it as a way to boost your overall movement and make those everyday tasks a little more beneficial for your health.
It's like we're hacking our way to a more active lifestyle.
Yeah, I like that. And speaking of hacks, some of these articles got into the psychological aspect of linking chores with exercise.
Ooh, now that's interesting. Tell me more.
Well, traditionally, we view chores as something we have to do, while exercise is something we choose to do.
Right.
Or at least we should.
There's definitely a mental distinction there.
But what if we could change that perception? What if we could reframe those chores as opportunities for movement and actually start to enjoy them?
That would be a game changer.
Right.
How do we make that mental shift?
Well, it's all about finding ways to make those chores less of a burden and more of an opportunity to take care of ourselves.
So we talked about the physical benefits and even that mental shift of reframing chores as exercise.
Right.
Are there any downsides, though,
Oh, that's a good question.
to this whole chore workout concept?
Yeah, it's important to acknowledge that chore workouts aren't perfect for everyone.
Yep.
There are definitely a few potential downsides to keep in mind.
Like, what kind of downsides are we talking about?
Well, first of all, safety should always be a top priority.
Yeah, of course.
Remember, we're not in a controlled gym environment.
Right.
You know, we're working around furniture pets, maybe even kids.
Uh-huh.
It's easy to get distracted and trip over something.
Yeah.
Or bump into a corner.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see myself getting a little carried away with those vacuum lunges and ending up sprawled out on the floor.
So it's really crucial to stay aware of your surroundings and choose exercises that are safe for your space.
For sure. And what about overexertion?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it would be easy to push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Just because you're so focused on, finishing a task.
Right.
And not necessarily on proper form.
That's another valid concern. Just like with any workout, it's essential to listen to your body.
Yeah.
Not push yourself beyond your limits. If you start to feel any pain, stop and rest.
Right.
It's much better to take a break than risk an injury.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in that momentum of getting things done.
Yeah.
And forget to pay attention to our bodies.
It really is. And it's also worth mentioning that Chore workouts might not be suitable for everyone.
Right.
For example, individuals with certain health conditions might need to be more cautious about the types of movements they incorporate.
Yeah, so common sense and self-awareness are really key here.
Definitely.
If you have any doubts, it's always wise to check with a doctor or physical therapist.
For sure.
Before starting any new exercise program, even one that involves dusting and mopping.
Absolutely. And remember that chores alone aren't a magic bullet for fitness.
Okay.
They're a great addition to a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't necessarily replace dedicated workouts.
So it's all about finding that balance.
Exactly.
Using chore workouts to increase daily movement, but then also supplementing that with more focused exercise to target those specific fitness goals.
Exactly. Chore workouts can be a really fun and effective way to sneak in some extra activity.
Yeah.
But it's important to have realistic expectations.
Right.
Don't expect to transform into a marathon runner just by doing laundry and cleaning the bathroom.
It's more about building that sustainable approach to fitness,
Yeah.
one that seamlessly integrates movement into our everyday lives.
I love that. And I think the biggest takeaway here is that we all have the power to kind of reimagine our routines.
Yeah.
And make choices that support our well-being.
This whole deep dive has given me such a fresh perspective on fitness.
Good.
It's not just about hitting the gym or going for a run.
Right.
It's about finding those little opportunities to move our bodies throughout the day, no matter what we're doing.
And that's a really empowering message.
It is.
Fitness doesn't have to be a chore.
Right.
It can be something we enjoy and incorporate into our lives in a way that feels natural.
Totally. It's about turning those everyday tasks into something that benefits both our bodies and our minds.
Exactly.
So the next time you're facing a mountain of laundry or a messy kitchen, remember, it's not just a chore. It's a chance to move, to strengthen, and to take care of yourself.
Beautifully said. And who knows, you might even find yourself looking forward to those chores a little bit more.
I think I just might. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of chore workouts.
You're welcome.
It's been great. And to all our listeners out there, we hope this episode has inspired you to find some creative ways to move your body and make fitness a part of your everyday life.
Yeah.
Until next time, happy cleaning.
Happy moving.
And happy moving.